Hello everyone and welcome back to Stationeers. Right, so the last episode was all about the power extension of the base and oh geez, we have a lot of excess power now, very good. And we have a small forest of wind turbines out there, great. Anyways, I think today we'll start by printing out the gas displays for this one and the glass panels we should have enough at home. But anyways, we need to do the gas displays and, well, now that we have these sorted, we have a choice to make. We can either bring in the printing benches to this base because, well, we do basically 99% of our constructions in the new base at this point, so having the printers on site would be a big help. But there is one more thing we need to consider, and that is our mental health. Basically, having to come back here and being able to strip down and spend a lot of time out of the suit is very important for our mental health, and printing is a pretty good excuse to do that. The new base is nowhere near livable just yet. So for that reason we might want to keep these guys here. Yeah, I think so. But we can do one more thing. We could also maybe sort out trading for a new base. That will be a bit of an undertaking, because we will need to build on the third level, because second level will be for the printers, third level will be for storage, and I have decided that that is where we will take care of the trading as well. So right, that is pretty high up, which means that the jetpack will not be quite as efficient as it should be. So right, might be a bit interesting to build this place, but I guess we will see for now. Let's see, we will need to have, you know what, yeah, let's just go for the 5x5 landing pad right now. So, basic landing pad. This one, print out 26 of these, because don't forget we still need to have one extra for the power and data connection. And yes, I will leave the small one right here. In case we need to trade with small traders, this one will be available. We could trade them with up there as well, but it's fine, whatever. Anyways, for these guys we will need frames, I believe, right? As support. Yeah, we need a frame below them for support. So we need to print out a bunch of frames. And then, obviously once we have placed down the frames and placed down the landing pad themselves, I will pick up the support frames and I will only place down a decorative support structure under the landing pad. So right, so we don't really need every single piece of landing pad immediately. Maybe we can get away with, I don't know, 10. So right, by the way, how much can these stack? Right, is it 10 or 50? It's 10, okay. So we need 26 of these, so let's just keep printing. And by the way, yeah, this one requires steel, so we cannot take them out and start printing the frames. By the way, how many sheets do we need to finish these? So, landing pad, center, and for this one, a single steel sheet, so that's fine. What about the data and power connection? 10 cable coils, okay, so that one doesn't require steel sheet. So we need a bunch of steel sheets as well, right? This one will be a big construction. And we might need to move a couple of the walls from the outside to the inside. And also we will need to sort out a what shall I call it? an airlock. Right. Basically, what I had in mind is that we will have the control console for the trading on the inside. Obviously a modular console. And then we will have an airlock and we will only go outside when we have to trade. We will be able to take care of everything else from the inside. We only need to go outside if you want to interact with the trade bot. Now, this will not be a pressurized trading environment, so we will not be able to trade with human traders. Unfortunate, but well, anyways, that is enough landing pads. Next up, we do have enough cabling, but we still need the sheets and the frames. Let's start with the sheets first. Right. Also, you can close now. And I suppose we can start printing out the cabling too. Because we will need a lot of... Can I please? There we go. So we will need a lot of heavy and small cabling. First things first. I mean, no, wait, we need only heavy cabling for this one. Right. If you're going to go for the bigger landing pad, then we cannot have anything less than 7.5 kilowatts, I believe. So for that one, we cannot go below heavy cabling. Unfortunate, but oh well, it's fine. So, right. We will need a lot of these. Just for the half grams we had to print that one extra, but that's fine. Next up, the frame. I don't know, I will just leave this on printing for a little bit, it's fine. We can print whatever we can print. Also for this one, yeah, we need to bring the power up from the second level to the third level. Sorry, from the first level to the third level. So we need to go through a lot of elevation change and then one more transformer. In fact, we will need not a small transformer but a medium one, I believe. Let me see. Transformer, a medium one. That is 25,000. Theoretically speaking, we only need 7.5, but I don't know, I will set it to 10 kilowatts or something, it's fine. Anyways, this one is... I suppose this one should be enough of frames. Right, and heavy cabling. We will need a lot of these. By the way, how many transformers do we need to make the medium one? I think we need 2 small transformer kits. No, never mind, 3. Okay then. In fact, can you stop right now? Give us the 3 transformer kits. We need some iron as well. There, so 3 of these, and then I think I will stop with the heavy cabling for now. I will see how far we can go with this, and then we'll print out whatever we need later, it's fine. So there's the 3 transformers, and we can make the medium one, that's good. Right. And we will need to move some of the walls on the inside, so I will preemptively pick up some wall kits. We have one here. I mean, I suppose we can use the iron walls for now. But you know what? We will need to make a airlock anyways. So yeah, first let's print out the stuff for that one. So let me see, we will need wall kits, wall, a couple of these. So we have 1 extra. Yeah, plastic sheets, we have 1 extra as well. I think we need 2 plastic sheets for each wall, right? So we will need to have some extra silicone too. Let me see, I think the airlock will be on the inside. tucked away in the corner, so we will need only really 2 wall kits just for the airlock. It's fine. I think this one should be enough. Yeah, it's fine. Also, we are out of room. Let's just make some room by putting away these pipes. We don't need them right now. So there we go. And plastic sheets. Yeah, just print out 16, sorry, 15, but for the half grams we need an even number, so 16 it is. And then, let me see. Some of the windows, no, the windows don't have to be on the inside. We only need to put some of the solid walls on the inside, I think. Okay, that's enough. Let me see. Yeah, that's enough. A bit extra, but that's fine. You can turn off. And let's see how far we can go with whatever we have right now. So suit is fine. Just empty out whatever little waste we have and we can go. No, wait, we need to drink. Good thing I noticed we are already out of water. Right, so this is where we will need to build out the trading. And I think I will build it... which way? I think I will build it on this side, right above the lava lake. Right, so I think I will build out the airlock in this corner. And it's going to be on the inside, so we will have the entrance either here or here. And the exit will obviously be here. And then we will have the platform, and I suppose here. I think maybe 2 tiles wide should be enough. I guess we will see. And then we'll build out the actual landing pad. Right, first things first. Let's take out the airlock first. Oh wait, no. Take care of the walls on the inside first. So what I had in mind for the support for the landing pad is that we will move these walls on the inside, and well, these don't have to be, only these 2 I think. So we will have one frame in front of this one, and then we will have a wedge piece, and then we will have one more frame and then another wedge piece. So we will have a pretty long support arch going out. I think that will look okay. If not, I guess we will change it, but it's fine. For now, let's just have a solid wall here and here. Because we need to move the outside walls. Well, we need to not move them, but pick them up. Anyways, that will be fine. Good. Yeah, I think this will do. And now we can get started on the airlock. Obviously we only have the walls for now, so we can only place down the foundations, but that's fine. It's a start. Right, and there. And then the plastic sheets. And then we need to print out all the stuff that we will need. Doors, vent, airlock stuff, yeah. And now we can go outside and pick up the 2 pieces of walls here. In fact, we might want to paint them before we pick them up, so we know exactly which one we can pick up. Although, I mean, level 3, Should be fairly obvious which one we can pick up. So yeah, I will not bother. Also, power-wise, we are doing okay. Oh right, elevator, I forgot. By the way, the base is 80 degrees Celsius. Nice. It is doing okay. And I forgot to print out the gas displays, but it's fine. We have them here already, so we are not losing out on information, just a bit of aesthetics. Anyways, let's go for it. So we need to pick up a couple of walls on the outside. Yeah, it's peak daytime, but oh well. Anyways, we can pick up these two. So need to be very, very careful about this. And I made a mistake. That was the correct one, right? Wait. I did build those walls. So... and that was the correct wall. Okay, this is weird. Let me double check. So, level 1, level 2, level 3. Below. That's why. What was the damage? Let me see. Pollutants, volatiles, as expected. Well, not the end of the world, we have filtering. Temperature-wise, it is only 3 degrees of damage, so it's not too bad. Still, we need to take off the walls below level 3. Right, you turn off. Take off the filling, by the way. 2 megapascals, yeah, I think the filling is done on the cooling. So you guys, you come out, import the code, edit, and comment out the nighttime filling part of the script. So this part. Yeah. Confirm. Export, and you can go back. And what we are going to do now is safety switch on. We can operate this one. Right. Please start filtering the base. Same for you. This one doesn't have a nighttime filling setup, so safety switch and start filtering the base, please. It's not going to be good for the base power, but we have plenty of reserves, so I think it's going to be okay. Just need to leave them to it. Right, so only take off the wall pieces below level 3. Okay, so those are fine now. Next up, we need the actual frames, but those can wait. We only really need to have enough frames for the supports just yet. So right, these wall pieces can go back, and we only need enough frames to place down the landing pads. So those will go on this level, but I think 3 steps out. So 1, 2, and here. Is that correct? Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks correct to me. Okay, now if I can land on that piece of frame, that would be amazing. Not quite. Yeah, it's a little bit of a chore, but I think we can do it. And there we go. Okay. So, let me see. This is the middle piece, right? We can get started. Okay, I am pretty much done with the landing pad itself. Apart from the small fact that we still need to pick up a couple of frames. Yeah, I know it's not the most ideal situation, but oh well. By the way, how is the filtering going? It is going slowly. Yeah, that was a small mistake, but we are fixing it. 69 degree on the evaporator. Nice. That will speed up the cooling at least a little bit. Anyways, yeah, I think I will pick up a couple pieces of grating where we don't need them. For example, here. You see, these can come with us. And I will use these as supports for the dismantling of those frames. Hopefully that will help. Also, we can use gratings as the support for the actual landing pad, you know, service platform. But for now, let's take care of these real quick. Okay, so the landing pad itself is good to go. I mean, I suppose we might as well place down the gratings, although I suspect we will need a couple of frames for the satellite dish itself, but it's fine, we can worry about that later. For now, let's place these down, and yeah, I suppose we can use these gratings for this one, it's fine. Anyways, that we will do nicely. Good. And we might as well place down the frame supports now that we have everything else taken care of. So, I think we should be able to reach them from down here. Yeah, it's fine. So we will have one here and one here. Same on the other side. There, and then we will have one more full one here, only welded up one time obviously, and one more here, and then a wedge piece. So this one needs to be in this direction. Great, and I think we have enough for one side at least. So let me see, basically what I had in mind is a wedge piece here and a full block right in between there. Okay, we will weld the full blocks obviously one time, and oh, and we have enough. Okay, might as well take care of it now. Okay, let's take a look at it from a distance. And there we go. Yeah, I think that will do. Maybe we can make it one tile longer on each level, but I don't think we have to. I think this will be just fine. Okay, I think we need to go home and eat and drink, and then we can proceed. So yeah, you know what? Let's just print out a couple of extra gratings. So we did pick up 5 of them, I believe. Right, so we need at least 15 to finish up everything and replace the ones that we have picked up on the inside. But we don't forget we have one extra, so only print out 14 for now. So we need iron for that one. Yep, there it is. So, right, 14 gratings, that will be fine. And how many frames do we need? 2 more, I believe. Right, and then don't forget 2 frames. And I suppose a couple of extra sheets, because we still need to weld up the ones on the other side. Right, and okay, that's enough. Then the sheets. And what do we need for the airlock? Well, we need at least 2 doors, 2 active vents, 2 passive vents, a bit of piping, but we have enough of those. In fact, I will pick up these pipings right now because they are better used in the new base. And these amount of sheets should be enough. Yeah, that will be fine. Okay, you can merge with that one. Can I place down anything else? Not really. That's fine. Okay, we'll worry about the airlock later. We can print down at least the doors. So doors, the door kits, and for that one we need copper, right? Let's just print out 2 of these and take care of them at least. Okay, I think we can go. The outside temperatures are peaking right now. Okay. Well, that's not the best time to go out. Well, I suppose we can eat and drink in the meantime. There we go. So we have everything. At least for the time being. And yes, the base batteries are actually filling. So that's great. We don't need to worry about this base at least. What about the water? We have been drinking a lot lately. 6 liters. Okay, fine. I will turn this one on for the time being. It's fine. And let's go for it. Let's finish up at least the platform for the trading. Right. Where do we want to have the power connection? I think we might want to have it here. Yeah, I think coming out of the airlock, power connection and satellite dish will be there, I think, and whatever atmospherics and filling and emptying pumps we will need will be scattered around the place. So yeah, I think, in fact, let me see, power connection, or we can have the pumps here and power connection over there. Right. Decisions. For now, let's just place down the gratings and we will worry about the rest later. So there's the platform, there's the landing pad. Let's finish up the frames real quick. I'm starting to lean towards extending the supports 1 tile, but maybe later. For now, I think this will do. Yeah, I think that's enough support for... This is just visuals, it's not really needed, but, you know, might as well make it look nice. But for now, let's just go inside, don't get cooked out in the midday sun. Now, the base cooling, we are back to where we were more or less before that little accident, but now it's okay. By the way, base power looks okay to me. We have 3 batteries on yellow and we have some extra, so yeah, I think it's going to be okay, but that one is getting me a little bit worried. But, you know, overall, I think we are charging, it's fine. Anyways, let's go up 1 more level. At least place down the doors. Well, at least one of them, at least. So you can go... composite door. I mean, I suppose we can have glass doors as well, but it's fine. Yeah, composite door can go there, and the other one will be installed later. Not right now, obviously. By the way, we obviously need to have a solid floor as well. So yeah. You guys come out. Install that solid door, solid floor right now. We will worry about the rest very much later. Plus we don't even have power up here, so whatever. Right, and then which one should come next? Maybe the power. Yeah, let's bring up the power. So we do have the closest cabling right here. There. We need to bring this one all the way up to the 3rd level now. So I am not even sure if we will have enough cabling just for that. Let's take a look. Okay, so we did manage to bring this one up all the way here. And where do we want to have the transformer? I think we might want to have it here. Right, in fact, right there. Okay then, so transformer. As I said, we will need to have, excuse me. Apparently the elevator doesn't count as a proper surface for some reason. That's fine. I think we might be able to use the gratings maybe. Let's take a look. So if I do this, is that going to be a good enough surface for the transformer? Yes, okay. As I said, we will need to have a medium transformer going this way, exactly. In fact, we might want to have it here, just for the sake of aesthetics. Yeah, let's have it there. Okay then, now we can pick up the grating. And where did I pick up the gratings from? Here. Might as well put them back. You see, 5 of them goes there and that one. Right, so for this one, I don't think we need to go all the way up to 25, right? Yeah, 25,000. I think 10,000 is going to be plenty enough. So let's just go with that. 10 kilowatts. And you can turn on even though we have no consumers just yet. Just make sure the cabling is correct. So in and then eventually out. So that will take care of that, and then right, yeah, let's take care of the airlock. So we will need to have this one should be relatively convenient. We can have a corner piece here and a corner piece here. If we want to increase the speed of this, I suppose we can place down. Do we have some utility kits? We might have at least a couple. Level 5, please. Yes, we do have one for the inside. This one is not insulated. Obviously, for the outside one, we need to have an insulated, but for the inside, we don't. Also, we have, nice, 2 active vents. That's great, and 3 passive vents. We only need 1 because one of them will have to be insulated. But for now, let's place down whatever we can. So, active vents, obviously you will go on the ceiling, just like this. 1 passive vent, yeah, let's just count on utility kits. So, yeah, there. And 1 will go outside. Also, no, not facing inside, it will be facing back into the base. Like that. So we will need 1 on the outside. Okay. So now we just need to print out a couple of extra stuff in the old base. I will leave most of this stuff here. Yeah, we can install this one at least. This one should be fine. There. We can leave this one and this one. And I think for this airlock we will also have another APC. I want to make sure that we always have power for this. Right, let's go home and print out everything we need. Right, so what do we need exactly? We will need one passive vent, insulated preferably, so you. Also, you need to empty out for this one. No, wait, you need to empty out for this one. We will need steel and silicon, I believe. Let me see, so passive vent, insulated, yeah, steel and silicon, one of them will do. And then one insulated utility kit, exactly this one. There, just the one. And then we have the active vents, we have the passive vents. We will need one console, the chip. What else? I think everything is now electrical. Just put everything in here for now. Let's take a look. One console for sure. And then one airlock advanced. One of these. Glass panes. Yes, please. We have enough, that's great. So that's the chip. Also, since we are here, might as well print out the gas display chips. Two of these. Do we want to have a battery charger in this one? I don't think so. We have a big one downstairs. I don't think we'll use the trading airlock for battery charging, but we will need a sensor. So one of these. What else? We have this one, we have that one, we have sensor, APC, don't forget, and a console. And a cabling. Also, you can turn off. Right, so sensor and then APC. So area power controller. We need solder for that one. And I suppose a large battery will do. So a large battery, please. Just the one. And then a bunch of cabling. I don't think 15 will be enough to cable up everything. So, right after this battery, a bunch of cabling, please. Okay, so we have, as far as I can tell, everything we need for the airlock. Just to be on the safe side, I will print out a bunch of heavy cables to make sure that we can actually hook up the APC to the base power supply. Also, yeah, since we started making water, the batteries are not doing all that great, but it's early morning, so we are not in danger of running out anytime soon. How are the soybeans? Ooh, they give us 3. That's amazing. But I will leave them to seed. And also, what is the state of nitrogen in the base? I do believe it was around 3% the last time. We might be able to get maybe 2 more seeding out of these guys. Should be relatively doable. Basically, this is just a proof of concept. But if we want to have these on a permanent basis, where can we get a steady supply of nitrogen? I don't think smelting is going to be a good enough supply of nitrogen. Treating the same. I mean, the only thing I can think of is mining. That means we need to cool the gases down, which is not great. What ores contain nitrogen? So nitrogen, can I see the ores? Yes. Cobalt, ooh, 3 moles, that's not too bad. Obviously we don't have ices, gold a little bit, lead a little bit, nitrites obviously a lot, but we don't have ices, silver a little bit, silicon, and nickel, maybe a bit of copper. Cobalt would be the best, so we can outgas whatever we have, and that will give us a little bit of nitrogen. For bulk, I think the best would be the traders. Oh well. For now, I will leave it here. Right. Okay, so we should have everything, right? I think so. We have enough cabling. Let me just quickly cook one more potato. So first things first, we want to make sure that we hook up to the base power supply. So continue that one all the way to the airlock. You will need to go all the way. Sure, that will do. These guys can come out for now. Yes, so let's install the tank first, there. Then the pipe will obviously go out, sorry, the vent will go outside. Installing that will be a bit of a hassle, but oh well, cannot be helped. And then, let me say APC. Good, start charging. I mean, I suppose we can leave this one open, but you know what, no. We have battery chargers in the other one, it's fine. So there's where the power will come from. Then we can have the vent there. We can run the power up that way. Okay, I will wire things up real quick. Okay, then I think this will do. Now we just need to install the passive vent and then build the actual door, and for that one we need, I think, more than a single piece of plastic sheet. Oh, no, never mind, we have 7. That's great. Okay then, so that one, good. And then the glass, we have 8, lovely. But leave this one open for now. Now, what I will do is obviously close this door, break that one down, siphon out the gases, and then turn this one into a proper airlock. But for that one to work, we need to place down the vent. Right. And to make our lives a bit easier, we might want to pick up the grating from in front of the elevator. So this one. Also, how is the base? 78. So now we are below the temperatures that we had at the time of the small accident. Right, so the grating will have to go here so we can stand on it. Good, and yeah, there we go. The passive vent will have to go here. Exactly, facing outwards. Right, and then we can pick this guy up. and there. Okay, so theoretically we should be ready to sort out the rest of that airlock. By the way, did I weld up the frames? No, I did not. It's fine, those can wait. They are pure decorations, they are not doing anything else. Right, so we need to be careful first. We need to have the resources, so we need to have plastic sheets, glass sheets, and we have the door kit right here. Right, okay, close this one. And now we can break open this wall. There, then we will have a composite door. There. Weld up the plastic sheets. There, wrench down, crowbar down the glass panels. And vent out the unwanted gases from here. And that should be good enough. Okay, you can turn off now. And open this one. By the way, how is the filtering of the accident from the base? We still have some left. That's fine. We have enough power, we have enough filters, so we can keep them running, it's fine. Alright, let's start naming stuff. So this is the internal vent. This is the external vent. That's the console. This is the entrance. This is the exit. And I suppose reading airlock APC. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay then, data disk. Thankfully we have one right in the other airlock. Now I am actually glad that we have printed out one extra by accident. So you come with us. And let's set this guy up. So turn on. Exterior, gas sensor, entrance as the interior, external, internal, and let's just have 0 pascals as the target pressures. It's fine. It will make the airlock a bit faster. And that should be it. Okay then. Right. You come with us. And theoretically, this guy is good to go. Turn it off, so we only need to use the buttons on the doors themselves, and that's it. Let's go for it. Good, good, good. And we need to vent out. So we need to use that one. We are using that one, exactly. Good. Okay then, so this airlock is now functional. We can go and trade if we have to. Once everything is set up, obviously, but not quite there yet. Anyways, let's just go down to level 5 or level 1. Sort out the gas displays and then I think we can say goodbye. So these two. Then the glass panels. There. And then this is the internal. So temperature, and we need the inside gas sensor. And this is the external temperature, outside gas sensor, and that's it. Right, also, these don't need to have names. Confirm and confirm. Oh wait, space and confirm. There we go. Well, I suppose we might as well name all these labels now. So that is the evaporator, yeah, liquid purge, exhaust pump. Yeah, should be self-explanatory. Okay, this one is also labeled now. Very good. And the base is still cooling, obviously very slowly because we have now more pressure in the base, but at least it's cooling. And the unwanted gases are slowly getting vented out. Yeah, don't want to make the same mistake again anytime soon. Anyways, I think we can say goodbye right around here. So in the next episode, I would like to sort out the, let me see, the power connection, at least the satellite dish. I will deal with the gas inputs and outputs and liquids and that kind of stuff very much later, not right now. I want to sort out the basics. And then we'll sort out a modular console which will operate the satellite dish from here, and we only need to go out just to interact with the trader, nothing else. Also, we will need a lot of railings so we don't fall down accidentally, but that's about it. Alright, as I said, I think we can say goodbye right about here. For now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.